Hi, good morning to one and all. In previous lecture, we discussed about gating system. What is gating system? Elements in gating system, need of the gating system, and requirements and design of gating system. In this lecture, we are going to learn about the solidification of metals. What is solidification? Solidification is nothing but it is used in casting process for converting the raw material into a completed product or finished goods. In casting process, the raw material, we have to convert the raw material into liquid form, that is molten metal. That molten metal is poured in a mold cavity. In that mold cavity, after some time it gets solidified. After that, we have to remove the casting from the molding process, is known as the casting process. In that case, we are using the solidification of metals. It is the process of solidification of metals. In solidification of metals, there is we are using generally pure metals and alloys. We will discuss in this lecture. Okay. Solidification of metals. Okay. After pouring the after molten metal is poured into a mold, a sequence of events takes place during solidification and cooling of the metal from ambient temperature. Suppose we have to prepare a casting product. For that case, we are pouring a molten metal into the mold cavity. The molten metal is first in high temperature, that is in the liquid form, liquidus temperature. From the temperature, we have to converting into, we are decreasing the temperature up to room temperature. In that case, we are removing the solidified object from the molding process. Okay. Next, these events greatly influence the size, shape, uniformity and chemical composition of the grains formed throughout the casting process, which in turn influence the overall properties of the casting. Suppose, based on the size of the casting object, that solidification time will be changed. And suppose the shape, based on the complexity of the shape, suppose we have to manufacture a thin sections. For that case, the solidification time will be changed. And chemical composition of the metals, suppose we are using a pure metal or alloys or in some different metals. For that case, the solidification time will be changed from metal to metal and based on size and shape. All these parameters affect on the solidification of the object. Next, factors affecting the solidification, that is type of metal to be cast. Suppose in some cases we are you have to prepare the gear. For that case, we are using the grey cast iron or cast iron or in some materials, that is like pure metals or alloys. Based on the metal casting, the solidification will be different from metal to metal, based on that is a pure metal or alloy metal. Next, thermal properties of both the metal and the mold. Suppose thermal properties means based on the, suppose for aluminum case, it will be get solidified easily compared to the mild steel, known as thermal properties of the metal and the mold. Suppose based on the mold, in some there are based on the mold preparation. Suppose if you use sand as a molding process, sand as a molding, the temperature it will receive easily and it will get cooled very easy. Suppose if you use metal as a molding mold, for that case the solidification time will be increased based on the type of the metal and type of the mold. It is the effect of solidification. Next, the geometric relation between volume and surface area of the casting. Suppose if the volume of the object increases, means the surface area of the casting also increases. Based on this, the surface area increase means the temperature will easily move from casting object to the surrounding molding material, so that whenever the surface area increases means the solidification time will be reduces. Next, the shape of the mold. Based on the shape of also the solidification time will be affected. Next, coming to pure metals. Suppose we are using a molten metal as a pure metal for to prepare the casting. Suppose for that case, there is no freezing temperature. Suppose in freezing zone there is no changes in temperature. For in case of pure metals, a pure metal has a clearly defined melting or freezing point. It solidifies at constant temperature. Okay, already we'll discuss in solidification, it having from ambient temperature to freezing zone starting, next from freezing temperature starting to ending, and freezing temperature from ending to room temperature. These are the different stages, that is three different stages from starting and freezing zone, and last one solidus. These are the three different zones in the solidification of metals. Next, pure aluminum. Suppose for example, if you consider aluminum, it solidifies at 660 degrees centigrade, iron at 1537 degrees centigrade, and tungsten at 3410 degrees centigrade. For these different temperatures, the temperature will change from high to low. It will take some extra time for solidification. For that case, based on metal to metal, it will change. Next, after the temperature of the molten metal drops to its freezing point, its temperature constant while latent heat of fusion is given off. In case of pure metals, the freezing zone at constant temperature will occur. Next, the solidification front moves through the molten metal from the mold walls. The temperature in the molten metal is cooled by using the walls of the mold cavity. It will transfer the temperature from object to the molding sand. By this process, the temperature will be reduced. Next, the solidified metal called the casting is then removed from the mold and allowed to cool to ambient temperature, as shown figure. Here will show. Next, the metal shrinks when cooling generally takes place. These there are two cases the metal will shrinkage during liquid and solid. The liquid shrinkage will be compensated by using the riser, and the solid shrinkage will be compensated by using the shrinkage allowances. Okay. Next, this is an important consideration because shrinkage can lead to micro cracking and the same associated porosity, which can adversely affect the mechanical properties of the casting. Suppose if the shrinkage will happen, means what happens, the some small cracks will occur. Due to this crack, whenever we load applied, or as in the case of application of the metal, it will get some cracks and failure will occur. For that case, we have to compensate the shrinkage in a very effective way. Next, cooling curve of the pure metals. For that case, here I am showing two different curves. First one is the curve between temperature and time, and the second curve is density and time. For first case, here the starting point is known as the cooling of liquid, that is known as the point whenever we have to pour the molten metal at that starting point. Here the temperature is very high. Based on the metal to metal, it will change. Already discussed for aluminum case 660 degrees centigrade. It is the highest point temperature as in the liquid solution. Whenever we pour the molten metal into the mold cavity, the temperature will drops from by increasing the time. Here in the x-axis we taken as time and y-axis as temperature. Here the time increases means what happened, here temperature will be reduced from higher to lower. Here from starting point to end A is known as the cooling of liquid, that is pouring metal temperature to the freezing zone at starting point. At starting point, the metal is in the liquid form, that is at point A. Here from point A onward, the freezing will form at constant temperature. From A to B, here it is known as freezing zone. Here the metal will convert from latent liquid to solid is known as here the phase change process will occur. This is known as freezing zone. For pure metals, the freezing zone occurs at constant temperature. Suppose for alloys it will change. We will discuss from the end point B. At this point, the liquid will is converted into a solid state. That is freezing end point. Here the point in between A and B, liquid plus solid form in the form of liquid and solid form. After the point B, it is converted into solid. From at the end of the freezing zone, it is in temperature at high temperature. From the temperature to the room temperature, it will have to reduce the temperature up to room temperature. That is the from this point, starting point to end point, is known as solidification time. Here the phase change process occurs at A to B. It is the cooling curve of pure metals. It is the cooling density. It is the curve between density and time. Here, whenever temperature decreases, what happens here? Density value increases from starting point to ending point. The solidification shrinkage will occur and at this constant time. Next, from this point to this point, the solidification of solid will occur. Okay, it is about the cooling curve of pure metals. Next, solidification of alloys. Up to now we will discuss about solidification of pure metals, but in case of solidification alloys, here the temperature drops below the liquid temperature. Liquid is, that is known as TL. TL is known as liquid temperature, and it is complete when it reaches the solidus TS. That is solidification of metal occur from changes from liquid to solid at freezing zone. Here the temperature will be reduced, but in case of pure metal at constant temperature the freezing will occur, but in case of alloys the temperature will be reduced. That is the main difference between solidification of pure metals and alloys. Next, within the temperature range, the alloy is columnar and mushy or paste state consisting of columnar dendrites. Note the presence of liquid metal between the dendrite arms. Here at the freezing zone, the dendrites will form. It is in three-dimensional state. At this zone, the liquid plus solid zone will occur. It is in the form of mushy or paste. Next, coming to cooling curve of the alloys. It consists of two curves, that is temperature versus time, and nickel on copper alloy. Here, coming to curve B, here in this curve the temperature, the starting point is known as the molten metal temperature, and the end point is known as the solidified temperature at room temperature. Here in between, from starting point to ending point, is known as the solidification. The main changes from liquid to solid is known as the total solidification time. It occurs from pouring temperature to the end point, that is freezing completed. Here, whenever we pour the molten metal, it will after some time the temperature value reduces, and based on it increase of time. At this point the freezing begins occur. In first diagram, observed in first diagram, here the presence first we are taking an alloy in between the nickel and copper alloy. At the starting point is 1455 degrees centigrade and ending point is 1083 degrees centigrade, that is 1083 degrees centigrade. In between is known as solid solution. Here the starting point, from the starting point is liquid. The starting point is liquid. Here the starting point is liquid, and from here to here it is in liquid form. From here to here, what happened? The temperature will drops at this zone. At this zone, the liquid plus solid zone will forms. Here is known as mushy or paste type. From here to here, what happened? The temperature will reduce, and it will convert from freezing point at solid state to room temperature. The temperature will be reduced. so that here likewise here the casting process will complete for solidification of alloys. Next, coming to solidification of alloys, continuation, that is dendrites have three-dimensional arms and branches, that is, and which eventually interlock and can be seen as shown. I will show in next slide. Here the study of dendrite structures, although complex, it is important because such structures can contribute to the determinational factors such as composition variations, segregation, and microporosity with a cast object. This is the analysis of the solidification of alloys. Next, the width of the mushy zone where both liquid and solid phases are present in the it is an important factor during the solidification. This zone is described in terms of temperature difference known as freezing zone. The temperature difference between the freezing zone, that is starting point to the ending point, that is TL minus TS, is known as the temperature difference, that is known as freezing range. The TL is nothing but that is the starting point of freezing zone, and TS is the ending point of the freezing zone. The difference between these two temperatures is known as freezing range. Here it can be seen in next figure. The pure metals have freezing range that approaches zero. Here for in case of alloys, the freezing zone will occur, and it is in the form of mushy zone. Eutectics solidify in similar manner with an essentially plane front. The structure developed upon the solidification depends upon the composition of eutectic. Okay, next, observed in this diagram, I am showing the schematic illustration of alloy solidification and temperature distribution in the solidification of pure metal. Here observed in this diagram, in this diagram we are considering two materials, that is pure metals and alloys. Okay, the first, the dark line indicates the pure metals and the dotted line represents the alloying elements. Here the solidification for pure metals, there is no liquid plus solid solution. That means the temperature, the freezing temperature at constant temperature will occur. It is known as this curve, and for alloy case this curve. Here the freezing zone will occur. Here from this zone to this zone is known as the liquid. From here to here is known as the temperature will drop, that is a liquid plus solid solution. In this range is known as solid plus liquid zone. Here the mushy zone will forms. Here the dendrites will occur at this zone. It is the mold wall. The temperature from this point to this mold will transform. Due to this, the solidification of object will occur. It is first in the form of liquid. After that, whenever temperature drops, that is time level increases from here to here. At this point to this point is known as the freezing zone. Here the phase change will occur, that is liquid to solid. From here to here, what happened? The solid temperature will decrease from freezing point temperature to the room temperature. After that, the heat will be lost from mold cavity to the molding sand. Okay, like that the solidification process will occur. It is about the dendrite formation in the for alloys. Next, solidification of short and long freezing range alloys. Here for alloys, a short freezing range generally involves a temperature difference is less than the 50 degrees centigrade. Suppose the freezing point temperature difference is less than 50 is known as short range alloys. In that case, suppose the temperature difference is greater than the 110 degrees centigrade is known as the long freezing range alloys. Next, ferrous casting generally have narrow mushy zones, whereas aluminum and magnesium alloys wide mushy zones. for aluminum, magnesium having, because the freezing temperature will increase for this aluminum and magnesium alloys. Consequently, these alloys are in mushy state throughout the most of the solidification process. It is about the solidification of metals. Thank you.